What's up, YouTubers? This is your boy, Big Metroid Fan 12, coming to you with another video game review. And in this review, I'm going to talk about the game Battlefield 2 Modern Combat, which was released on the Xbox 360, PlayStation 2, and PSP by Electronic Arts and DICE. And essentially, the plot of the game is that NATO and China are at war with each other, which takes place in Kazakhstan. Of course, it's a fictional war and everything. Now, there's no specific character that is prevalent within the game. You know what I'm saying? Just like the soldiers just fighting each other and all that. And prior to each mission, you're given what you're supposed to do and stuff and everything. Now, with the main menu, it pretty much has the play campaign, the online play, um, display tutorial, and rewards tutorial. Now, with the campaign, you can either create or load a particular profile. You know what I'm saying? And you like choose one of five slots that you can pick from when you are loading or starting a new campaign slash profile and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, after you do that, then you're shown the menu where it has play next mission, replay the last mission, play challenge, check your status, change your settings, save the campaign, quit the campaign, or pretty much view credits and stuff like that. Now, the campaign essentially has 19 missions in it where you play as either the NATO forces or the Chinese army and stuff like that when they're fighting against each other and stuff like that. And essentially, you can use pretty much different weapons like pistols, SMGs, assault rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, rocket launchers, and stuff like that. And you can use like different types of grenades, like a flashbang or fragment grenade stuff like that. But you can also use like different military vehicles like helicopters, boats, and tanks and stuff like that in various missions and stuff. Now, um, Battlefield 2 also has like different classes that you could play as within the campaign, like um, pretty much an engineer, special ops, an assault soldier, a sniper, and a support. Each class pretty much has its own weapons that they can use, like with the engineer. If you use pretty much a rocket launcher, shotgun, pistol, and pretty much like a blowtorch repair kit and stuff like that. Another thing that you can do that I haven't seen with any other first person shooter is the fact that you can switch between squad members and stuff like that that has different weapons. You know what I'm saying? You can also it also includes actually the different vehicles you can use. Like for example, one mission you can switch between say like three soldiers and let's say like a couple of tanks for example. So I just use that as an example, but you can use the different vehicles. You can switch among the vehicles like you would some of the soldiers and stuff like that. Plus, you can earn medals with specific soldiers, whether they're a sniper or engineer. Like for example, an engineer can get a medal just by destroying 3, 5, or 10 vehicles with successive RPG blasts and stuff like that, or a sniper could get a medal by reloading the sniper rifle 500 times and stuff like that. Another thing is that you can get promotions within the game. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much start off as a private, and then you get promoted to like private first class, for example, which is the next promotion through a reward system where you get stars by doing stuff like quick succession where you eliminate hostiles like in a row, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's 3, 4, or 5, stuff like that. Then you can get the star by completing the objectives ahead of time. Then you can get a star by switching between the different squad members in terms of being a team player. Then you can beat the accurate target accuracy. The best way to do it, of course, is through a sniper rifle, and you also make sure that there's no casualties and stuff like that because they will count against you. You know what I'm saying? With all that entail, it will give you a certain number of stars and stuff like that. If you get the right number of stars, you get your promotion. Like if you're private first class, if you get enough stars, you go to pretty much the corporal and stuff like that. And then pretty much if you pretty much can be promoted all the way to the 4-star general and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, you need a certain number of stars to get your promotion. Like for example, you need 6 stars to essentially be promoted to private first class and everything. Now with the online mode, whether you played the PS2 version, the Xbox version, or the Xbox 360 version, it had pretty much the game mode conquest and capture the flag. With conquest, the goal is to pretty much collect the majority of the flags on a particular map. You know what I'm saying? And with that one, it seems to be like the more flags that you have to find depending on the size of the map. You know what I'm saying? The bigger the map, the more flags you will have to get. Now, what capture the flag is, of course, pretty simple. We have two teams trying to get a flag from the enemy base and return it to their own base and try to defend it for a certain amount of time and stuff like that. Now, now you could play with like 23 other players in terms of the online mode, but of course, Xbox Live account and the PSN account isn't being used on the Xbox 360, and PlayStation 2, respectively. Of course, the Xbox Live and PSN accounts are on the current Xbox and PlayStation um, consoles and stuff like that. You know, Xbox Series and PlayStation 5 and stuff. Now with the display tutorials, it's pretty much a video tutorial that shows the radar, where the objectives are, the balance of power. It shows a timer as it relates to the objectives and stuff like that. And then there's also an objective circle under the radar, and it stays there's essentially until you complete the objective, and the number of objective circles depends on which mission you're on. So you may have 4 or 5 or 6 objectives on a particular mission and stuff. Now with the rewards tutorial, it's a video tutorial much like the display tutorial. It pretty much covers the stuff that I talked about earlier, like the quick succession, completing the objectives ahead of time, being a team player, beating the target accuracy, and the casualties and stuff like that. You know, so it pretty much covers all that. You know what I'm saying? Only takes a minute. It only takes a minute, like for it to cover everything. You know. Now with the graphics and design of Battlefield 2, they're pretty good and they have some decent color palettes to it. Now the controls and gameplay are pretty good, but I like the fact that you can switch between the squad members, including the military vehicles and stuff. And the reason I like it is because the other squad member that you switch to, you get to complete a objective quicker than the previous one that you were using. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because the previous squad member was too far or don't have the right weapon stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So that was a pretty good addition in my opinion. Now, pretty much the soundtrack is pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I don't have no major issues or gripes with it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Battlefield 2 Modern Combat is a good game. And I essentially recommend it to anyone who likes first person shooters and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's Call of Duty, Halo, or Medal of Honor and stuff. As far as the score, I definitely give it an 8 out of 10 because it's pretty good. You know what I'm saying? And the gripes that I have are relatively minor. You know, now with that being said, you can sound off in the comments section about Battlefield 2 Modern Combat. And if you like this video, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. This is your boy Big Metro Fan 12 signing off.